Well, welcome back to another edition of the Fast Five. It's Thursday, toward the end of the week. I hope you're enjoying your week. We're about to present five fast stories for you today that, hey, you probably not even really heard on this. You know, you're hearing everything else about the president and Blue Beetle and all this. But here's five stories that you probably not heard of yet. So let's jump right into it. Well, let's start off with this. A24 is remastering a version of the Talking Heads classic concert film Stop Making Sense. I think this is one of the best concert movies out to date. If you haven't seen this yet, Burns is fantastic in this. It is a great live concert. This will be getting a theatrical release in certain theaters on that. When it is released, it is a 4K on there. It was directed by the acclaimed filmmaker Jonathan Demme, who did Silence of the Lambs. It got some great music, great lighting. Even has a small little section of it with the Tom Tom Club, which is some of the members of Talking Heads, spinned off a bit of another group of a great song, great one-hit wonder on there. If you have never heard it before, take a moment, go look up Tom Tom Club on there. And also, note that it's getting a live vinyl cover version of it as well. So do look for this very soon. And meanwhile, speaking of vinyl, vinyl records outsell CDs for the first time since 1987. Report had came out that for the 16th consecutive year, vinyl has grown. Over 41 million albums has sold compared to 33 million in CDs. Understand, this is where physical media is starting to sell like crazy once again. There are those out there who are looking for the vinyl. You're seeing record stores starting to crop up once again, and those small ones are starting to expand because the demand is there. People want physical on there. The digital is even though digital is still up on top, digital and streaming, but more and more people are switching back to physical media. And speaking of streaming news, Scott Pilgrim, if you remember that movie, I love that movie. It is great. I have it in my HD version in my collection on there. It seems like Netflix will be giving it an anime treatment for it via anime studio Science, SARO. If you know the anime Keep Your Hands Off Izuken, it will basically team back up the original cast, including Michael Cera, Mary Elizabeth Winston, Kira Culkin, Chris Evans, Andrew Kendrick, Brie Larson, and many others who have been in the original movie itself. It'll be interesting what they do with this. I mean, there was a small version of it done as a video game. How close it will get, and it'll be interesting how the Japanese take to this. Because it was I tell you, all in all, it was a fun movie. Music was fantastic. And there will be new music added to the soundtrack for this anime as well. So we'll look for that soon on Netflix. Moving to overseas, if you plan, this is one of the reasons why I said, hey, listen, if you go to China, be careful what is on your phone. Because what we're hearing now is that the Chinese police are now checking your phones for ban apps, VPNs. They're cracking down on it. It's not TikTok they're looking for. It's basically everything else like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Because those are illegal in the country of China. And if you ask yourself, why we should still ban TikTok, this is the major reason why. China wants control of their people, and they will do everything in their strength to do it against the people on there. And of course, they want to take over the world, so they're using TikTok to take down the rest of the world. That's the danger that you have to understand. That's the danger that, is on its way here. And some of it, it's happening. Take a moment, look at the videos that are being posted on YouTube of TikTok. You can tell the mental illnesses that are happening on there as well. And there have been many deaths. There have been many deaths, attributed to TikTok. And finally, meanwhile in Japan, Tokyo Ramen Shop bans customers from using their phones while eating. There is a Japanese ramen shop named Dibu-chan, which in English it's translated as to chubby, and it has been open for 5 years now. And the owner has decided to ban cell phone usage on there because basically what happens is he's noticed that a lot of people are not starting to eat immediately. They wait about 4 minutes. But see, the thing about it is the type of noodle that he serves begins to expand. So the flavor changes on there, and it's not as good as basically when you get it right there and then. It's called Hakati Ramen, and it's a regional in Western Japan. And the noodle is just 1 millimeter wide, and they begin to stretch and spoil very quickly. So basically, you're not going to have a great meal in 4 minutes. Eat it immediately. I mean, he's not posting any signs as of yet, but he is speaking to his customers. Is eat it now, enjoy, don't let it sit there. And I'm in agreement. When I get a meal in front of me, I'm going to eat it immediately on there. But this is not uncommon when you get situations like this where people using the phone or if they're loud on there. There is a bar in New York City called Burp Castle. And it's a great little bar. It's down on 7th Street on the east side in the Village. It's a little hole-in-the-wall nook, and they got some great beers there, all different types and stuff like that, and they keep rotating it. The only thing is that you're not allowed to speak loud. You could talk, but you have to talk in a low. If you start to get loud, the bartenders will hush you because they're all. Some of them are dressed like monks, so it's like basically they'll shush you every time on there. But it's pretty much a gimmick. Is this going to happen with this one? A gimmick as far as this restaurant? Probably, most likely. Especially if the taste changes after a couple of minutes or so. So comment in the comments below. Let me know on all of these stories that we bring you real quick to you. We thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing. I hope I've earned your subscription today as we're just ramping up and continuing on there. Fast 5 will be here every Thursday around noonish on YouTube and BitChute. Later on Odyssey and Rumble as it uploads automatically to them. So do stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next Fast 5 on next Thursday at around noon. And have a good weekend. Enjoy. Get out. The weather's getting better. Bye-bye now.